DaBaby is a rapper with a huge number of hits. 2 months ago, he gave a concert in Moscow, becoming the second American artist to perform in Russia after the start of the war. The first was 6ix9ine. DaBaby was reportedly paid around $500,000 for the concert. It seemed like a sold-out show, but the crowd only knew a maximum of 2 tracks, and during the other songs, they were just faking enthusiasm. Now, someone might think he's such a great rapper who decided to come to Russia in difficult times and give his beloved fans a concert. But is it possible that he's simply in a tough financial situation because he got canceled in the US? Let me try to explain why he did a concert in Russia. DaBaby gradually became one of the most hated rappers on the internet. What did he do to earn this title? Well, his actions ranged from insulting people with HIV/AIDS, disrespecting fans, to getting mad at flight attendants. But the first thing that really turned people against him was his beef with child YouTuber JoJo Siwa. The conflict started after DaBaby released a song called Beatbox Freestyle, in which he held up a picture of JoJo Siwa and called her bad names. The clip instantly went viral on Twitter, gaining over 1 million views and 42,000 likes. The post was essentially asking what this kid YouTuber ever did to make DaBaby so angry. Many people were shocked that he was beefing with a literal child, commenting things like, "She's literally a kid, this is kind of too much." However, DaBaby didn't face any real consequences for it, because most people didn't take it very seriously. But then, just 4 months after the JoJo Siwa incident, another situation happened, on July 25th, 2021. While on stage, DaBaby started talking into the mic, implying that people with HIV/AIDS weren't welcome at his shows. Since the event was being streamed online, it immediately blew up on the internet. Maybe if DaBaby had just ignored the backlash, things would have died down, even though what he said was really awful. But instead, he decided to clarify his stance publicly on Instagram Live. This only made things worse, as even more people became aware of what he had said on stage. Soon, several celebrities expressed their shock and disappointment. Later, he posted on Twitter after the live stream saying, "Again, I apologize for my comments about AIDS, and I understand the importance of awareness." But in an interview afterward, he said he didn't even agree with his own apology, meaning he just said sorry so people would leave him alone. These events had consequences DaBaby likely didn't anticipate. Because he publicized the issue with his own statements, brands started dropping him one after another. A clothing brand he had a contract with publicly ended their partnership. Lollapalooza canceled his performance on the final day of the festival. Governor's Ball, a music festival set for September that year, also announced he would no longer be in the lineup. Organizers of a UK music event removed him from their artist list, even though his team claimed the decision had been made months before the Rolling Loud situation. Another concert was canceled, and DaBaby was replaced with another rapper. Even a political party that had planned to have him perform at one of their events suddenly changed their minds and removed him from the guest list. In a podcast, DaBaby himself revealed he was going to launch his own meal with Burger King, but the project was also canceled due to his comments about people with HIV. "I had my own meal at Burger King," he said. "A lot of people don't know it was called the Jonathan Kirk meal. They wanted to use my real name. I had commercials lined up and everything." He also shared in an interview how much his words ended up costing him. About 6 months later, DaBaby somehow managed to get himself back into the Rolling Loud concert lineup, and he did perform. But in response, the crowd threw drinks at him. That was the turning point. Full-on cancellation began. People started hating him on Twitter for everything. For example, users brought up the time he attacked a fan in a club for shining a flashlight in his face. That led to another apology video. And he even got mad at a flight attendant for not combing her hair. "We pay for all these flights, and you can't even fix yourself up?" Of course, they don't have to. So how did all this affect his music? After the scandals, he released an album in September 2022 called Baby on Baby 2. It sold only 16,000 units in the first week, an 87% drop compared to his first Baby on Baby album, which sold 124,000 units in its debut week. There was even an incident where he had to cancel a concert because only 500 tickets were sold out of 14,000 available. Here's how people joked about him on Twitter. "I'm going to the DaBaby concert because I need to be alone. I know no one else will be there." Another person said, "If I gathered all my followers in a room and sang to them, I'd have a more successful concert than DaBaby." From all this, we can conclude, DaBaby is canceled in the US, and really any American artist who goes to perform in Russia now doesn't do it without a reason. Even though DaBaby has 25 million listeners on Spotify, money runs out eventually. Their situation becomes tough compared to what it once was, and they start looking for new ways to earn. Just like 69, who went to Russia when no one wanted him anymore and gave a concert there. DaBaby did the same. He knows his reputation is completely ruined. He has no more brand deals and can't really hold concerts in the US anymore. Then a promoter comes along, offering him a gig in Russia with good pay. Even though most people there don't even know his songs well, the mere fact that an American rapper came to them is enough to sell out the whole venue. So the conclusion is simple. DaBaby is no longer needed at home, so he went to Russia. The situation is identical to what happened with 6ix9ine. Thanks for watching. This was Rap Talk Insider. See you soon.